What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna get out and we're gonna ride a little bit. And first I wanted to say, hopefully everyone is safe, doing well, doing your part to help with this really weird situation we got going on right now. If you are riding, go out, ride by yourself. No group rides, that kind of sort of thing. You know, it's a lot of us cyclists, a lot of us younger cyclists, 35s to 45s, we're gonna be okay. We'll get through it if we get it, but you know, we gotta do our part to keep people that are maybe a little more susceptible to things healthy. So I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna ride solo. It's enough talk about that. We're gonna have some fun. Hopefully, I don't know, find a climb or something to show you guys. We'll go check out the maybe Catalina State Park that's just up the street. So let's do that now. For right now, I'm getting the Allay ready to rock and roll here. Some of you guys had questions on the Allay and wanted me to do a review on it. There's not much to review. You know, this bike's been out for a while. It's been one of the best selling bikes, I think, in recent years from Specialized. And it's just because the performance to cost ratio is so great that it's just hard to beat. You know, I had a question from a fan last night. Sorry, I forgot your name, man. But a really good question. He was buying his first bike and he wanted to know, you know, what's important when buying your first bike and what you should look for. And he asked me this question and asked me about a couple different brands and models and stuff. And you know, my response was this: if you're looking to buy your first bike, prioritize things. I think a power meter should be priority number one. Budget that into, you know, your overall bike number, whatever it may be. Get yourself a power meter. Factor that in. Second most important thing in my mind are carbon wheels. I think the benefit of carbon wheels outweigh the benefit of a carbon frame in the case of the Specialized Allay. There are aluminum frames that I would say that doesn't work for, that thought process doesn't work, but with the Allay, it definitely works. I mean, you're looking at it, you're looking at an example of what I think is important here. So wheels, power meter, those things matter. The Allay frame's great. Get yourself a nice computer so you can see your data as you're riding, and so you can upload it and you can start building yourself, you know, a map of where you've come from and where you want to go. Those are the most important things in my mind when setting aside money for your first bike purchase. I've got to put some air in the tires. I'm going to switch my light out here on my K-Edge mount to the GoPro. Get you guys some GoPro footage today. I don't know what we're going to do today. I don't know. This is just impromptu. This is just like let's start filming. Let's see if something comes together. I don't know. Let's go ride my loop here in Oro Valley. We're gonna go loop up north, come back around. We'll check out the bike path. We'll see what's going on the bike path, if there's group rides going or who's out and whatnot. So let me put some air in the tires. What else do I need to do? I got a gel in my back pocket. I haven't eaten anything this morning. Just kind of tell you guys my routine too, because I haven't talked about it in a while. When I ride, I don't like to eat before a ride. I drink 2 cups of coffee, black, no sugar. So this is a fasted ride. It's going to be a tempo kind of intermediate pace. I'm not gonna throw myself into the red zone on this ride. This is all kind of base building anyway right now for me. I have some longer events coming up at the end of the year that I'm going to do with you guys. One of them being a big gravel ride slash fondo slash race, depending on how I feel. And then my buddy Corey wants to do some Mount Lemmon gravel stuff, and possibly there's an event in October. It's a Mount Lemmon gravel ride, so we might do that. So right now we're just out tempo, steady efforts, trying to build some base, trying to keep the legs spinning. I ran yesterday, guys. If you guys don't follow me on Strava, the link's down below, along with all the other social media. Go ahead and follow all that stuff. And while you're down there, hit the like button. But I tried to run yesterday and I ran this trail that is right next to the house, and it only showed about half a mile. It was longer than that though, I promise. And man, running's hard. I might get into it though. The only thing that's gonna slow me down from running right now is the fact that there are rattlesnakes out. And there was one reported on the trail yesterday. I was running back down and a guy's like, hey, there's a rattlesnake. I heard one in the bushes like 2 miles back. And it's a really tight trail, and I don't like the idea of running past a rattlesnake getting bit. I don't like that idea. So that might keep me from doing it, as we have snakes coming out right now in the springtime here in Arizona. That's it. Let's get on the bike. Let's go ride. The morning is great. It's really windy out. I don't like wind. is La Cañada, and this is northbound from my house. I'm about to descend this, and I don't know if you guys can see the big climb behind me. Really cool rollers heading into that mountain range. That's where we're going. We're gonna ride the rollers all the way up. But yeah, man, I'll probably tread run a little more, but it's not gonna change. The bike is still where it's at, guys, for sure. Pick yourself up a bike. If you have questions on more on like what to buy and stuff like that, ask me in the comments below, or send me a message. I read all your messages. If I don't get back to you, I'm sorry, but I will try and answer your questions the best I can. But for now, let's go enjoy the day and have some fun. Like I said, the wind's pretty bad. I can't figure out which direction it's coming from. I think it's coming from whether it be south to north, but the mountain really affects it. So I think it kind of turns and ends up coming west to east as you head past the mountain range down that way, because there's a mountain behind me. If you guys can see that over my shoulder. Anyway, let's keep rolling. Well, guys, I'm out of shape. I might have put on a little weight. If you guys look at my Strava, you'll see that my riding since maybe September of last year is pretty much non-existent, and I'm paying the price. You can feel it after having that much time. I wouldn't say off completely, but just missing the volume week to week. I wanted to take a second as I was riding just now, and I was starting to push myself, to give you guys my thoughts on something. And I hope the audio is okay. And before I do, let me just say that I'm not an expert in the field, and by no means take my advice. This is just fun entertainment purposes, but I'm not a health expert at all. But just something that, in my experience, has happened to me, and I want to share it with you guys. And let me know in the comments below if this ever happened to you. But you know, with the world we're in right now, and people worried about their immune system and the virus going around, it made me remember that I've, on occasion, a few times, made myself ill from riding my bike extremely hard. At least I think I did. Maybe I had a bug, and riding really hard pushed me over the edge. But I think there's something to, if you ride yourself or exercise of any kind into a 120% effort, where you put yourself in a position of like your body wants to stop moving and you just don't let it, and you really force it, that deepest, darkest dungeon, whether you're powerlifting, whether you're riding a bike, running, whatever it is, I think there's some stress on your immune system, and it lowers it. And if you do have a little bug floating around, I think it really makes it pop out. I think it can also, this is my opinion, but I think it can also bring up old viruses that you had previous. And another buddy of mine who I ride with, Jack, and I have had this discussion, Pedal Mafia Jack, that he's ridden so hard and so deep that you can bring out stuff that you felt before, almost like a detox. Anyway, just my thoughts I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know if right now is the time to be going extremely deep. If you're racing and you have to race, well, races are shut down, what am I saying? So just out training, I don't know if this is time to go extremely deep. No need to put stress on your central nervous system right now and your immune system. Again, this is just, I'm not an expert in the field, guys. This is just my experience and stuff I felt like has happened to me. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. Be safe, be like the turtle. I think masks are a good thing right now if you're heading to the grocery stores and stuff like that. Again, just my 2 cents. Let's keep pedaling. It's a beautiful day out. I think
what is it? Well, it says it's 90 degrees. It's not 90 degrees. It's probably like 82, but it's beautiful out. As you can see, people are still out exercising, riding around. Let's keep going. Yeah, maybe we roll by a bike shop and see if they're open still up here on the north side here. Let's go check it out. So I pulled off a little scenic trailhead here, and I just want to talk. Today I saw a stat today, maybe that I saw a little prematurely because of the woman and where she works, but Arizona is reporting a huge increase in trail rescue since the outbreak, since the I don't want to say too many words before YouTube gets mad at me, but since we've had to stay inside and people social distancing, going on the trails anyway, rescues have gone up like by a huge margin. I don't know what that margin is, but because there's all these new people that are like, what can we do by ourselves? And they're like, let's go experiment. Let's go walk around the desert when it's 85 degrees. Never done it. Now I gotta get rescued. And I put another strain on the system. So if you guys are new to exercise, stay within yourselves right now. That's what I was just saying about riding even. Stay within yourselves, don't push it. Okay, we're almost to the bike shop here. Let's go check to see if Oro Valley Bikes is open for business. Let's ride up the road. Well guys, the sign on the door, as you saw it, is we're open for business. Do not come in if you have fever, cough, blah, 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 standard stuff that you should do anyway, regardless of what is going on in the world, right? So they're still open for business. I'm gonna go in, I need a couple gels. Since I've been out of the bike shop now for 2 or 3 weeks, let's go in, I'm gonna ask somebody first if they want to kind of give me their thoughts on how it's affected business or if it has. To give you guys more of an insight into what's going on. I know Bike House, the previous shop I was at, I think they've instituted a drop your bike off at the door kind of policy. I think you can still come in and shop if you know exactly what you're after, but they've kind of tried to reduce foot traffic inside the store. Here, it doesn't look like any of that's happening. It looks like you just walk in. I saw there's an elderly gentleman, not elderly, an older guy at the counter there, no mask on. He's probably standing within 3 or 4 feet of the guy checking him out, and they're exchanging products. So seems like a pretty good, or a pretty, I don't want to insult anybody here, but it seems pretty lax, the feel of the outside. So let's go and let's ask somebody if they want to chat. Okay, so Luke is going to talk to us a little bit about the day-to-day and kind of what his thoughts are on how this is affecting things and whatnot. We're gonna stay our social distancing separation. We're gonna make sure I think it's 6 feet. Luke and I are gonna abide by that, but let's get Luke's thoughts. There's multiple shops in Tucson, right?
Yep.
This is the what location?
This is the Oracle location. We have another one at Ina and Shannon, another one at Swan and Sunrise.
Sunrise, that's Corey Bike's location. We'll go to him next. So Luke, what in the last 2 or 3 weeks have you seen? Is it getting busier? Is it slowing down? Are people worried about this? What's the vibe in here?
It's been pretty busy. People have been wanting to bring their bikes back in and get them serviced again. We've been pretty swamped with repairs. Our shelves are pretty empty right now because everyone wants to buy a bike.
And go out and ride?
Yeah, so
nice.
Pretty much anything under $1,000, it's hard to keep it on the shelves.
Yeah.
But, we keep getting more orders in. We got tons of bikes sitting over there in boxes ready to be built.
Nice. Well, that's great. I mean, this is the right way to social distance, right? Grab a bike, go on a little solo ride, and enjoy it. Well, that's good news. That's good news for the bike economy. I like to hear that. I like to hear that, we're still plugging away. So, right on, man. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks, Oro Valley Bikes. Thanks, Luke.
Yep.
And let's keep going.
Okay, guys, a little quick look there. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate that. I've heard this report too from the Bike House in Scottsdale.
busy. The stores are busy, busy, busy. Because everyone's like, what do I do by myself? They're buying bikes, they're going out and riding. So this is great news. Hopefully it opens up a whole new world for a lot of different people that, you know, maybe would have never got into this. So maybe there's some positives to take from what's going on, and this is maybe one of them. There's still inside the store there, you know, I'm not gonna give, well, I'll give my opinion a little bit. There's not enough precautions maybe being taken inside the store, but everybody's gonna handle this differently, and it's up to the business owners to handle it the way they see fit. You know, I rang out, I touched the pen, I signed the thing, you know, there's just people coming in and out. If I was, say, sick, I could have contaminated that whole counter space there. That being said, I know everyone's got to handle it their own way. It's a tricky thing. I'm not gonna harp on anybody for doing things, you know, the way they got to do things. I like that the bike industry is chugging along here and increasing. I like it a lot. It's really cool. Thanks to Luke. We'll head over and see Corey at the other location. Thanks to Oro Valley Bikes for giving us some inside info into what's going on. It's cool to see. And as you see right behind me, this gentleman here, I mean, he's probably gonna buy himself a, looks like a specialized, maybe Epic hardtail over there. Pretty cool. Let's keep going. We're about halfway. We're gonna go back a little. We're gonna backtrack a little bit. We're gonna head to the bike path that runs, there's a 100-mile loop that runs around Tucson. We're gonna head to that, and then we're gonna take that down back into like Oro Valley proper. We're way up here, way up north. All right, guys, so I'm taking you guys on a little detour here just to kind of give you guys a feel. This is Catalina State Park, and we're rolling up. There's gonna be a little ranger station. You gotta pay a daily fee to get in here if you're on a mountain bike or if you're on foot. They don't charge road bikes because you really can't do much. It's not a big climb, it's not a big park as far as the road goes, a lot of trails. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to give you guys the feel of what's going on in a state park right now. It is a weekday afternoon, so it should be kind of slow, but let's check it out. It's also pretty beautiful up in here. A lot of green for the desert, which you guys might not think is a thing. It is. Check it out. All right, let's roll up to the ranger station. Let's see what's going on. Maybe they'll talk to us. Hello.
Were you just going down and back?
Yeah, I'm just going up and back. But I wanted to ask real quick, if I have a second, how has the park been? Has it been busier or less busy with what's going on in the world? I see you got gloves on.
So initially it was very busy, and then we have limited parking now, so it's a little less.
You kind of toned it down a little bit. Okay, yeah, very cool.
So
how about
when you're down there, you'll see there's limited parking as
okay,
well.
cool, thank you. Well, that was cool of her to just give us some thoughts there. They've limited the amount of parking up here. I came up here last week on a weekend. I mean, it was so busy that I would describe it as kind of like a concert almost. Like people were, you know, shuffling through the little trails. And I thought, man, that's the opposite of what we're trying to do, you know, and that's where a bike comes in. As you see, the bike path is amazing up here too. Just look at this. But as you heard her, they've limited you know, how many people can be up here. So let's go up to the top and check it out. There's some water up here. Give you guys a different look at what's going on. So, okay, we're at the trailhead now. Trailhead kind of entrance. This is where the asphalt stops. It's kind of unfortunate they don't pave higher, but that's why we have Mount Lemmon. Just so you guys know, referencing wise, since there's been a lot of Mount Lemmon talk lately because the KOM just got reset. Phil, sorry about your luck. I guess you have to train a little harder. I don't know what to say. Anyway, this is almost the backside of Mount Lemmon right here. Okay, so the climb, the road climb, is on the other side over that guy. We're kind of on the backside of it here. So they don't pave this. There is supposedly, and what we're gonna ride, like I said in the beginning of the video, what Corey wants to ride to train, and there's actually a gravel grinder. It's called the Lemon Grinder. I don't know what it's called. I might link it down below. But that race, it's a race. Someone's gonna race it. I'm not gonna race it. It's in October, and that's on the dirt side, on the back side of Mount Lemmon. But supposedly, if we have a gravel bike, you can go up the, it's not supposedly, you can go up the back side, up the dirt on a gravel bike or mountain bike, and you can descend the asphalt. That might be something I do. I need more fitness for that, obviously, but that's what we're out here working on. Well guys, that's it. I'm gonna end the video there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna cruise home. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. I'll try to keep bringing you guys ride vlogs, and as soon as group rides start back up, I will be on them. Give the video a like. That helps spread the video around and helps other cyclists find us here. You guys have been great. I appreciate all the support and help as always. Stay safe, guys. Let me know what you guys are doing different about your riding schedule and rides. Give me your thoughts on this whole thing and what you guys are doing down in the comments below. Stay safe, get out there and ride. We'll talk to you next time.